Another awesome episode of the Strategic Leadership Mastery Series. I'm Danette Moss, Business Systems and Implementation Strategist, aka the Strategy Lady. Y'all, it is day 27. I've been pushing through. The tenacity has been real, but I'm always excited to give you all what I always say, the good, in order to take your business to the next level. Yes, you see me here in my hat because we are still on the road, getting ready to head out and start this 20 to 24-hour journey from the North/Midwest all the way back deep south to the ATL in Florida. But wanted to make sure that I still showed up and gave you all this information that I promised to give you on a consistent day-to-day basis. We're going live 61 days, and this is day 27 of the Strategic Leadership Mastery Series for those successful female CEOs. Again, my name is Danette Moss, Business Systems and Implementation Strategist, aka the Strategy Lady. And y'all, for today, our topic is one that's truly dear to me because y'all know I'm all about that SASS, right? So I thought I would share some things that can help you as it pertains to that sustainable growth. Our topic of discussion today is titled SASS for Success. Practical tips for female CEOs, to streamline or in streamlining their business operations is extremely important. So I thought, why not talk about some SaaS and give you all that SaaS? So we're going to dive deep into the world of SaaS. SaaS in my world stands for simplify, automate, systematize, and streamline your business for sustainable growth. Okay, because in the realms of this business journey that we have, female CEOs, coaches, consultants, service providers, y'all, we need some SaaS. We got to have it. And I truly believe that it is crucial, in order to stay in this game. And the game of business, it's just, sometimes you feel a little off, but I promise you, implementing SaaS in your life, in your business structure, is going to help you to be able to leverage and really leap forward in your business in its most successful way. It's going to help you stay ahead of the game in a nutshell. Okay. So I believe in using SaaS to pave the way for sustainable growth in my business. I'm going to go ahead and get started so we can get you what you need. I realize, in my opinion, that us as female entrepreneurs, business owners, whatever nice title we want to call ourselves, we wear so many hats. And when I was stuck in the rut of doing that to myself and wondering why, I just had to, I kept struggling. And it was just like, I don't know what's going on, Lord, what should I do? And this is when he gave me simplifying things, right? Hey, simplify it, keep it simple, right? Simplification is truly the key to taking my life and my business to the next level, not just my business. You're overcomplicating things. You're going all about it the wrong way. So God gave me that word, simplify. And then he also showed me if I simplify things that I can elevate in so many other different areas. So I encourage you also, we're going to elevate your processes. Me simplifying and using the SaaS method in my business allowed me to elevate my processes, identify my bottlenecks, and of course, streamline my business operations. And by simplifying my operations, I simplified every task that I deal with. It not only helped me be able to woosah y'all, it saved me time, but it also created more efficient. Well, it created a more efficient and more focused, solid work environment for me. Now, I want to talk about the automation piece as it pertains to this business thing, because we've simplified. Now we're going on to automation. And automation, all it really truly means is that we got to embrace something that a lot of us truly don't like to embrace, and that's technology. To embrace the technology, you can truly automate those repetitive tasks, those things that you do on a consistent day-to-day basis. So whether it's managing your emails, scheduling those appointments. These are things I know as consultants, coaches, service professionals. We got to deal with emails. We got to deal with scheduling. So these things you're going to hear me talking about a whole lot. So things you can automate, your task, managing emails, scheduling your appointments, it or even something as simple as your regular routine day-to-day things, those data entry things that you're going to be doing. Automation truly allows you to allocate your time and your energy, y'all, more wisely, or I could say more strategically in your business. Now, let's move on to systemization. As a leader, because that's who you are, you need reliable systems in place in your business. Developing some sort of standardized process for those key functions, those day to day things that you do on a consistent basis, ensures consistency and quality way, or allow you to show up in its most professional way to deliver things to your clients. So I guess I can say ensuring consistency and quality in your deliverables. Okay, because in this field as a coach, consultant, service provider, you got to deliver some things. And we want you to have it and be able to deliver it in its most consistent way. Systemizing things is the key. This not only enhances your professional image because people are looking, it also lays the foundation for scalable growth. Scalable growth is going to be key. So I love strategic, being strategic, taking action with different things, but I do it by simplifying, automating, systematizing, and streamlining. That's scaling. That's that growth. Okay. Let's move on to streamlining, as a matter of fact. I want to discuss this piece because when we get into trying to figure out what does streamlining mean, you will hear me oftentimes jump into the topic of workflows, right? So when I'm streamlining my business or developing a step-by-step approach, for me, it's about the workflows, right? I'm elevating my workflows. I have identified some key areas of my business, and I'm able to map out the step-by-step process, right? So that I can see it clear and whoever it is that I'm working with can see it clear. When you begin to look at how your work flows, you can see steps that may possibly be missing, or you can also see if you have some unnecessary steps in there. And now you can do what? Eliminate those steps. Because, who has time to have things in place that doesn't need to be in place? We want to move and we want to work smart, not hard. By optimizing this stuff, y'all, or your processes, don't let me call it stuff, you create a more, here's that word, agile business. Talk about taking things off bite-sized chunks. You eat that elephant, one bite at a time, not taking so much, overcomplicating things. Make it agile, right? So when you optimize your processes, you truly have a more agile business that can adapt, right, to the changing circumstances, the changing landscape, the changes that happen in our marketplace or in this now moving demands of business, the things we deal with on a day-to-day basis. When things are streamlined, you can move with ease. You're not overcomplicating things. Even though I'm on the road and having to stream from different places that I may not necessarily like to stream from, that doesn't give you my look and feel that I'm used to giving to you. Listen, because I have things streamlined, I'm still able to get in. We may have some complications from here or there, but I still can flow. And that's what being streamlined allows me to do, having those necessary things in place so that I can really do what it is that I really truly need to do as a female CEO. Now, I want to leave you all with 7 practical tips for you, that female CEO, that you can use um, in your business, or how you can use SASS as a consultant, a coach, or service provider. I was getting lost in my thought process. Now, before we do that, I want to invite you, if you're not a member of the Get Your SASS On community, I invite you to join us over at gysocommunity.letstalkstrategies.com. gysocommunity.letstalkstrategies.com. If you are not a member over there, what are you waiting on? We got some female CEOs over there that you can build that point of accountability. We all need it. Come on over there. Share your thought process. If you have any questions, how are you doing XYZ? That's what this community is for. It's for us to join together and have that place of synergy and that community of a safe place that we can just say, girl, I don't know how to do this. Well, what's your thoughts on it? I encourage you to come on over and join us. Again, this is Danette Moss, Business Systems and Implementation Strategist, aka the Strategy Lady, over at Let's Talk Strategies. Now, moving on to continue and to finalize today's topic, this 27th day of the Strategic Leadership Mastery Series. Today was all about SASS for Success. Practical tips for who? Female CEOs in streamlining their business operations. Now, as we wrap things up, I want to go ahead and provide you all with 7 practical tips that you, that female CEO, coach, consultant, or service provider, can use in your service-based business. First practical tip that you should be doing is, again, simplifying your offerings. Okay. Female CEOs in a consulting, coaching, or service business can start truly by simplifying these things. Stop overcomplicating. Streamline the range of your services to what? Focus on what truly aligns with your expertise and, of course, resonates with your target audience. This not only reduces the complicity and all that complicated stuff, but it also makes your value proposition more clear and compelling. So simplify your offering is the first practical tip. The second practical tip is to automate your client onboarding, workflows, follow-ups, all those things I was just talking about. Leverage automation tools, ladies, to streamline your client automation processes. Use automated email sequences so you can deliver things like your welcome packages, so you can collect that necessary information that you're going to need, and so that you can set the expectations as you're building a successful business. This is truly going to ensure a smooth and consistent experience for not only you, but your clients, allowing you to do something that I know you desire to do. And that's spend more time, right, with your family, your loved ones, and spend the time that you need when you're actually coaching and consulting with your clients. When things are automated, it allows you to move with ease and it helps you look professional because you are a professional leader, right? Now, practical tip number 3, systematize your content creation. Girl, if you don't develop a system for your content creation, come on now. It's time to do that. When you do it, it's going to allow you to stay consistent and allow you to be more efficient. Create a template. Use templates. Maybe I'll do something in the 61-day things that talks about templates. Okay. Create templates for those common things that you use, common documents, presentations, coaching materials, templates for how you want to, how your blog post should go out. Template, y'all. I'm telling you, it has been a lifesaver for me. Having this type of stuff standardized, or using the standardized approach not only saves time, but it also ensures that your brand messaging remains cohesive across the border, across all different platforms. So systemize your content creation, ladies, as that practical tip number 3. Now, practical tip number 4, automate appointment scheduling. When y'all go over to Let's Talk Strategies or Digital CEO Systems, my calendars, I got several calendars on my websites, on my landing pages. That is so key to me. You don't have to ask me, how can I get on your calendar? You can go there and get on my calendar. Automate your appointment scheduling. Implement an online scheduling system so that you can automate the appointment booking process. to move with ease. I know a lot of you all use Calendly and all those different things. Hey, I'm going to encourage you to go over and check out digital CEO systems, because not only do you have a calendar, a scheduler, you got access to, being able to schedule out your marketing, a full-fledged CRM. If you don't have a business phone number, you have that over there. If you need access to building a website or unlimited landing pages, digital CEO, business management systems, sales and marketing platform has all of that for you, where you can automate more than just your scheduling. Okay, I digressed. I kind of went all down the rabbit hole there, but automate your appointment scheduling. Okay. And as I mentioned, when you implement these things, it's going to help you not only eliminate the back and forth, nobody has time for that, but it'll allow you to be able to really create good meeting times and not overbook, not have yourself looking unprofessional. When you have to pick up that phone and call somebody and say, "Oh, I apologize, I overbooked or I double booked," that would make me not want to do business with you. Automating these pieces are really truly going to be extremely helpful for you, right? Because it gives your clients that a way to choose the slots that they want to choose, and you have the slots of your availability. Everybody's happy. It's a win-win thing. If you don't want to use digital CEO systems, I encourage you to check it out. Take a look at Calendly or Doodle, because these things can allow that seamless integration for your calendar. I'm encouraging you to do it. Let's make it happen now. Let's talk about practical tip number 5, and that's streamlining your client communications. Use those communication tools, y'all, to streamline your client interactions. All the project management stuff that you have to do, things that need to be updated, ways that, share your feedback. Stay informed, keep them informed with, all your projects, the deadlines, not just your clients when you're delivering things, but this can also be used in-house for your team players. Look for a way to streamline your communications that can allow you to have one centralized place, so everybody's not hopping all over. Again, I use digital CEO systems. I also have Asana, right? Things like that will help you to have that centralized place so that you can have the 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 consistency, the flow, and be able to create a level of transparency across the border. Everybody's on the same page. And it's going to also reduce the risk of miscommunications, for lack of better words. So streamline your client communications, not only your client communications, but the communications between you, your VAs, your staff members, your team members. Okay. Now let's move on. We got 2 more. Practical tip number 6 is all about automating your financial processes. Ooh, wee. Take advantage of that financial automation tool so you can streamline things like your invoicing, expense tracking, financial reporting. Yet again, it's all in digital CEO systems. But if you need to use things like Dubsado, there's tons of them out there, even your QuickBooks, all those different things. Get that stuff together, automated. Now, for me, I have a CPA who has put these things in place for me, but I still take that information, put it inside of my system so that I'm on the same page. They're on the same page. I can get them what they need easily without having to do anything with just a push of a button. And my team members or operations manager can flow with it thoroughly because the process is in place. So take advantage of systems that will allow you to streamline your invoicing. People shouldn't have to wait to get something. You just had a coaching session with them or VIP day, and you're getting ready to move them on to the next step. And now they got to wait on an invoice. That gives them time to maybe want to change their mind. You need to be ready. So streamline your invoices. Make sure definitely that you can look at your expenses, track them. So this stuff, when it's time for Uncle Sam to get what he needs, you got these things in order. Okay. Remember the platforms that you can consider using: digital CEO systems, QuickBooks, FreshBooks. These things can simplify these processes for you. Now, last but not least, practical tip number 7, systematize your client feedback and reviews. This never ends. Create a systematic approach for collecting that client feedback, for collecting your Reviews. You got to get it, right? You want to know as much as you need to know so that you can make sure you're delivering the right way, that you're showing up the right way, right? I mean, I love things like Google reviews and all of that. Digital CEO Systems has that implemented as well. You need these things. You need that feedback. You need to have some key touch points for your clients and for you as you go through this awesome journey as a business owner, as a female CEO, as an entrepreneur. This structured feedback literally not only provides the day-to-day things that you need to know so you can keep growing, it gives you that valuable insights so you can continue to improve, right? But also showcase your commitment to that way of showing your clientele that you are continually growing and you're trying to make sure that you give them the good, the best of the best, right? So it truly enhances that client satisfaction, in my opinion. And it also sets you up in a way that when you satisfy those clients, what comes next? Referrals. They're telling people about you. So if you don't have this practical tip number 7 in place, I encourage you to do it. Let's systemize our client feedback and reviews and watch how things grow and how things go, how it adds to that sustainable growth that I know you desire to have. All right, y'all, it's time to wrap it up. Remember, the key to successful implementation, because I'm all about taking action, lies in the SASS, in my opinion. So I want you to take some thought to this thing, right? Look at the importance of simplifying, automating, and systematizing and streamlining your business. To me, it is a strategic approach to integrating things, integrating all of the principles into your day to day operations or daily operations. I hope that this has brought you some value. Again, my name is Danette Moss, Business Systems and Implementation Strategist, aka the Strategy Lady. And I hang out over at one of my favorite places, LetsTalkStrategies.com, where I work with those 6 and 7 figure female CEOs to go from overwhelmed in their business to putting it on rinse and repeat. Y'all, I help them get the SASS in their life. Help them get SASS in their business. Again, SASS stands for being strategic, taking that, action, but we do it in a more simplified, automated, what do you let me simplify, automate, systematize, and streamline. How I get tripped up on my own stuff. Y'all get your SASS on. Simplify, automate, systematize, and streamline your business. That's what I help them do, right? And it gives them that sustainable growth that they need. So, in a nutshell, we always look forward to taking you from strategy to walking you through implementing, taking that action so that you can grow that business and continue to grow it. I'm looking forward to helping whomever you are to go from overwhelmed in your business, and that whomever is a female CEO, to literally getting SaaS in your life. This is Danette Moss, Business Systems and Implementation Strategist, aka the Strategy Lady. Make sure if you have not joined us over in the Get Your SaaS On community, for those of you that are following me on IG, please go over to GYSO community .letstalkstrategies.com. I know that people that are looking here on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and all the other platforms, you all can see GYSO community.letstalkstrategies.com. We'd love to have you over in the Get Your SaaS On community. Thanks again for joining. You all have a wonderful rest of day. I am looking forward to seeing you for day 28 back in my office, God willing.